Well. Very exciting. Yes. Last night was a very bad one. Uh, Both Ali and I were cold and damp all night, despite repeated huddling and cuddling sessions. Got up today feeling very deathly. You know, make your last video now. Get in touch with your estranged brother. He's still your next of kin. This is the end of the road. Was going to make a video recording my thoughts at the end of my life, which is so similar to the end of my brother's life, Alistair, in 1991. Homeless, destitute nearly, on a boat in Oxfordshire. Yeah. Decided not to make the video there because I was in too much of a victim position. I would probably be just saying goodbye, I give up. Especially because the dog was shivering. That is like in the hottest part of the day, shall we say warmest part of the day, least freezing part of the day. The dog in the tent on her blanket was shivering, as she is doing right now. Well, I came out. God switched my voice on. I thought, this is not right. 9 weeks and I'm invisible. And when I walk down the road, nearly everybody wants to say hello to this adorable, loving dog. Yet, I'm still invisible. So I turned up the volume a little bit. And I went into the Sunday market at the tobacco factory. Is this voice frightening? I hope so, because I bumped into the mayor of Bristol, George Ferguson, in his red pants. And he said, "Good afternoon," and walked past me. And I said, yeah, this might be the last time we exchange pleasantries, because I'm dying in that tent up there. I then went on to give him a little, it's the word diatribe. I went on for a little while about how horrible it is to live in the dark and damp and cold with no toilet. 9 weeks, no toilet, no hot water, no electricity. And he walked on, but then I found I hadn't finished. I then met him again at another part of the market, and I proceeded to give him my appeal loudly. I didn't swear, Sean, but I did raise the volume so that everyone at the market would be a witness that Will Smile made a very clear appeal to George Ferguson that his council are not helping me. He has received a report that the council has been out to see you, to try to help you. And as I said to him, trying is useless. You don't try. And I said one member of the council had been out, and he is running into brick walls when he tries to help me. I went over the main points, that the reason I am homeless is for using cannabis marijuana and for attempting to legalize it, and that this is my crime. I don't do Class A drugs, I don't drink, and I don't beg. And I got kicked out of a hostel full of people that do that every day on a daily basis, that never contributed anything to society. I even found myself telling the witnesses that I used to have 2 houses full of tenants and drive a sports car. You know, just in case they get the idea they've seen one of me before. No, I am as unique as George Ferguson. So I made it very loud and clear that I'm not happy about that being in the tent. I'm not happy about the fact that I look like I'm going to die. I'm certainly not happy about the fact that I've now got physical problems like the chronic bronchitis that I had managed to get rid of after last winter, and it's back. And I've got breathing difficulties, frightening pains in my stomach and chest. My stomach is seriously upset. Anyway, suffice it to say that my stage fright is now junior to my anger about being left to die out in the cold when I'm the most sociable, community-minded man that I've ever encountered. And I've stood up against corruption and lost all my life savings, all my possessions, my family, my reputation. I've spent time in prison for crimes I haven't committed. And I really took it to the point where I was sure that there were witnesses. It can't be said I didn't appeal to George. He said he would look into it. I think that's a good idea, George, because as I said while I was leaving, being pushed out by people who want to get on with making money. Yeah, I'll be back. Louder. So, I'm hoping for a bit of help now to get indoors. My job will not cease then. Getting indoors will allow me to carry on with my job, which is to liberate the truth about cannabis, marijuana, hemp, ganja, bifta, spliff, skunk, weed, kali herb, and to clean the corruption out of the public system. That's what I'm here to do. I'm on my own. I've got a dog that shivers all day now because it's freezing cold when you live outdoors all the time. And my dog is also terrified when she hears this voice because she knows I could soon be taken away from her. Anyway, sorry about the ugly teeth. It's just that I haven't been receiving the dental treatment over the years. And I'm glad that I made myself noticed to the elite of Southville while I'm still alive. Who knows, we might see some improvement. I wouldn't have been so loud if I'd been on ganja. My love of life would have kept me peaceful, and I would probably have stopped at the first interruption. So it got me as straight as a ruler. Yeah. This is exciting for me because if you've been following my work over the years, you'll know that stage fright has been my biggest handicap. It's the fear of repetition, of inhumanity, which was used to silence me earlier, that has made me keep quiet and be nice and mealy-mouthed and please don't treat me so badly. I'm a nice man, I shouldn't be a victim. Well, I've dropped that. I'm not swearing. Technically, it's debatable whether I'm breaching the peace. What am I doing? I'm communicating a truth that has been ignored and ignored and ignored. That's not breach of the peace. That's getting crime cleaned up. I'm shitting myself. I'm scared. I'm very alone. I can't get real ganja. So far. So I'm going to modify that decision. So far I have been unable to get real cannabis. I don't know who's high and who isn't. There's far too much coke getting used around me. I might get to spliff again. Who knows? Anyway, as I said, I'm a real nice guy. I've got a lot to share. I know a lot. And I've been right through the system and I know every little bit that's corrupt and seedy and disgusting and needing cleaned up. And I think George will remember this encounter. Yeah, it's not often constituents can communicate like that. I tried to hold my temper under control because my dad used to lose it, and then you start saying things that damage your case. I don't think I did that today. I kept on the main facts. It's not pleasant to live in a place where you can't stand up. A big, strong, active man who needs to do physical exercise every day can't stand up in his own home. No toilet, no electricity, no hot water. So, probably tomorrow morning, telephones will be ringing around Bristol, hopefully in council offices, and it's okay with me if Wayne Jones goes to the wall for this. I'll take his job. As I told George, I could do a much better job. I have compassion for everyone, even the alkies, and I wouldn't leave the alkies in hostels where they can drink all day and go out and beg for more. No, get them off the booze. And as a society, as a culture, let's start frowning on excessive alcohol use. Ew, that's disgusting. I don't like that in front of my kids. Oh, there's a man smoking a bifter of pure ganja. Nice one, Cyril. Yeah. Not dead yet, and this is a lot better than the bleating victim death note I was going to record. I might still die at any moment. It's horrible in the tent. But I think even you've got that message now. There are a lot of beautiful people in Southville. Many have been very helpful and charitable to us. These are the ones I want to help. Anybody that's got a problem with me, we would be better off putting them in the waste bucket and then, are you sure you want to permanently delete this item? Yes! Deckham! Okay. None of that's kidding. I mean it. Gosh. Will I live? I will live! I will do my job! You have been lied to about cannabis. Since 1986, when I started my campaign to legalize or liberate cannabis, the use of cocaine has increased from a tiny amount to it's the major social drug of choice. Heroin has similarly increased. This is not right. That's what you get for being hypocritical about cannabis. Now let's free the weed and clean up the culture. Peace and love will smile at your service. Ladies, gentlemen, kids, puppy dogs, pussycats, bunny rabbits, and anything else that's gentle and loving and created by God.